Hi everybody, it's Tony Schiavone. Welcome to another episode of AEW Dark. We're at the HEB Center Arena. We are in Austin, Texas. As you know, this past week, that's where we had AEW Dynamite. But this week, we have 4 great matches to bring you for AEW Dark. And here's what's on the schedule this week. The opening bout will be Kris Statlander going up against Diamante in women's action. It'll be followed by a tag team match. The Hybrid 2 will take on Best Friends along with Orange Cassidy. And then once again in women's action, in singles competition, Big Swole will take on CHRISTI Jaynes, making her AEW debut. Then our main event this week will be QT Marshall teaming up with Peter Avalon, the Librarian, along with Leva Bates, and they will take on Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. But right now, let's go to the ring for our first event this week on AEW Dark.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from the 305, Diamante.
Diamante representing 305 worldwide. And she is looking to pick up her first victory. We saw her a couple weeks ago on AEW Dark in Miami.
Yeah. She's a tough competitor, Excalibur. We had the pleasure, you said, quarter match. We was called a match against Big Swole, I believe.
That's right, and Big Swole did come out victorious that night, but Diamante turned quite a few heads and get another opportunity to prove herself here tonight against a woman who has taken AEW by storm.
And her opponent from the Andromeda Galaxy, Kris Statlander.
And Kris Statlander, as I mentioned, Taz, has become something of a sensation here in AEW. You can see that shirt she's wearing. You can order it right now at shopaew.com, and I guarantee all the ones from shopaew.com do not have any holes in them.
Yeah, she kind of, I guess, Kris Statlander did her own little, fashion design on that shirt. But hey, listen, this young lady is a hell of a competitor. She's ranked right now, I believe, for the AEW Women's Championship at number 3, 5 straight weeks now. So she's so impressive, athletic, very powerful, strong, quick. She's got everything you need to be a tremendous competitor.
That's right. Just after a few months here in All Elite Wrestling, Kris Statlander was granted an AEW Women's World Championship title shot at Riho due to some interference, namely on behalf of Mel. Statlander was defeated in that matchup, but she has said that she is petitioning for another AEW Women's World Championship title shot, and you have to imagine that Nyla Rose would be spoiling for a fight.
Yeah, I don't think Nyla Rose is backing up from any fights, but you see here our referee, Bryce. Well,
Bryce got the boop.
So that's the connection, right?
Yeah.
That's the touch the nose gimmick. Okay, I got it.
That's right. That's how Statlander, her species, her identifies friends.
Species is probably the word.
Yeah.
The alien-esque personas. Yes.
That's right. She.
Oh, look at us. See now. She's trying to get Diamante. I don't think Diamante is going to be into the whole touch my nose thing.
Diamante. Statlander, I think she's sensing some bad vibes from Diamante.
Oh, look at Bryce.
Oh.
He really wants to. He's really reffing this moment.
Oh, Diamante. Oh!
Yeah, Diamante don't play.
Slapped the hand of Statlander away and then gave her a shot across the jaw. Oh! Statlander takes Diamante off of her feet and now crawling after her.
She's very odd. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Excalibur. But just the thing is, as I'm watching, wow, Kris Statlander, she's so, she's so unique, so different. One minute she's playing around and touching people's noses. Next thing you know, she's bringing thick, heavy-duty physicality, man. It's something.
That's right. She does not know the earthly customs of the 305. Shouts to Pitbull.
Dollar. Is he still a thing?
He's actually playing here at the HEB Center in a couple
All right,
of weeks.
I digress.
Oh, and look at Statlander.
That's different.
She's gonna. Oh!
Wow, Wet Willie Jones. Wet Willie Jones times 2.
Very aggressive Wet Willie by the Galaxy's greatest alien. Diamante not taking it lying down, laying in some elbow strikes across the jaw of Statlander.
Yeah, Diamante definitely, she will talk some smack on you too.
Oh, Statlander though, A tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
A cover, I believe there.
Nope. Statlander abandons the cover. And now continuing to keep up the pressure on Diamante. I think Statlander realized she didn't have a winning pinfall there.
And you can just see that explosive physicality by Kris Statlander, Excalibur. I mean, she's, you know, you've had the opportunity to call more matches of her than mine. This is my first time calling one of her matches. You are more versed in calling her matches, so you've seen this physicality up close and personal. She is really something. There's a lot of hype on her for good reason.
And now Statlander with Diamante in her sights. A running back elbow strike, and now the running knee. Oh, wow. Sending Diamante to the floor. Statlander was, Bryce actually restraining Statlander. I think Statlander wanted to, keep the pressure on Diamante.
And now Statlander, well, who knows what's going through her mind right now, but she's on the hop again here. Watch out!
Charging at Diamante. Diamante through the lariat. Statlander. Look at that's a military press.
She don't play games, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this Kris Statlander, she is the real dealio. She's taking advantage of that 7-inch, 43-pound size advantage over Diamante. That's what she has, and she's utilizing that. Very smart. But the intensity at caliber by Statlander is something epic.
And Statlander, at 24 Earth years of age, represents the future of women's professional wrestling. And I think it's in good hands right now, but Diamante now just being hoisted off the canvas by Statlander.
The strength is so impressive here.
Diamante, oh! 1, 2, no! Extremely close there for Diamante, able to turn the tides against Statlander.
Yeah, definitely dropped, shut down Statlander, did Diamante.
But very slow to capitalize.
She's got to capitalize. I don't know why she's a little disjointed or just discombobulated what's going on here. I'm surprised.
Diamante charges in, the Cazadora coming up, looking perhaps for a bulldog or something, but Statlander, the power,
strength.
Just stopping Diamante, holding her upright, and now the German suplex.
It's a serious German suplex right there, my friend.
Statlander, oh God! Lights out with that round kick, and now Statlander with Diamante hooked up. Big Bang Theory! That is all she wrote.
The winner of this match, Kris Statlander.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. You are looking, in my opinion, okay, at a future AEW Women's Champion. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but this lady, this young lady has got championships written all over her. She is the real deal. The physicality, Excalibur, the speed, the velocity, the intensity. It's everything a champion is made of.
And if you notice, Kris Statlander, she was all business after the early parts of this matchup. When she turned her focus on winning, on defeating Diamante, she was almost unstoppable.
Yeah, absolutely, my friend. I mean, let's take a look here. I mean, before this, we saw that round kick, which damn near put the lights out of Diamante, and then this.
On the crown of her head, that Big Bang Theory, no one has been able to come back from that. And big things are in the future for the galaxy's greatest alien, Kris Statlander.
Join us live on Saturday, February 29th for AEW's first pay-per-view event of the decade.
Moxley Jericho World Championship.
This is what the world has been waiting for.
You think you have what it takes to be the champion?
Moxley and Jericho have got to fight for the AEW Championship.
All Elite Wrestling presents Revolution, live Saturday, February 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on pay-per-view.
There's no question Kris Statlander is making her way up the ranks in AEW women's action. She'll get a title shot, we're sure, very, very soon. But right now, we're going to go back to the ring for some tag team action. The Hybrid 2 will take on the team of Best Friends, along with Orange Cassidy.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, at a combined weight of 377 pounds, Jack Evans on Helico, the Hybrid 2.
Well, Taz, the tag team division here in AEW, so hotly contested, and there are international tag teams that have, I mean, they've come from all over the world to compete here in AEW, including Jack Evans and Angelico.
Yeah, real deal. A big fan of Angelico and Evans. I mean, their style, their athleticism, their carefree attitude, man, they just come at it full throttle. So big respect for these two cats right here at Hybrid 2.
And they complement each other so well. Jack Evans from the heavens, that high-flying style. Angelico with that Yaveo style, the Mexican submission wrestling attacks. They complement each other so well, and they are looking to build up a lot of momentum heading into tomorrow night for that tag team battle royal in Atlanta.
Evans busting out a little old school breakdancing. I dig it.
Now with the best friends.
And their opponents, being accompanied to the ring by freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy at a combined weight of 418 pounds, Chuck Taylor, Trent, Best Friend.
You know, I gotta tell you, Excalibur, I'm thinking you and I should pair up and get a couple of those Best Friend shirts. Right or wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, listen, it's really simple. You just go to shopaew.com, and that's it. And actually, that's the best spot to get all your official AEW merchandise anyways.
But yeah,
man, Best Friends, man, the real deal. And this Orange Cassidy, great photo right there of Cassidy doing this.
yeah, they are a team that has taken the hearts and minds of the AEW faithful by storm. But they're a tag team that has had a little bit of difficulty staying in and working their way up the top 5. And there we see freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Their stalwart, I don't want to say protector, spirit animal maybe is a...
It's probably a good way, Excalibur, to describe what Mr. Cassidy, the orange one himself, is for Trent and Chuck Taylor. He's going to start this off like Trent maybe getting the rock and roll here with Jack.
And as I mentioned, the international experience for TH2, Jack Evans and Angelico. Look at that.
Let's go behind takedown, floats over into a nice front face lock. Good switch, good escape right there into a hammerlock by Jack Evans.
TH2 primarily plying their trade in Mexico, whereas the Best Friends in not only the United States, but also in Japan. A lot of success for Best Friends in Japan. And both teams love to see it translate here in America in AEW, especially since the winner, oh, look at this, Trent, beautiful escape. Evans goes up and over, lands on his feet, very pleased with himself.
Yeah, well, Jack Evans is impressive, even though Trent, look at him, doesn't look too impressed.
That was not Trent's first rodeo by a long shot.
Yeah, not much love here from a live audience for Jack Evans, but he's impressive as hell.
Yeah, rocking crowd here at the HEB Center, Cedar Park, just outside of Austin, Texas. Trent taking the wrist of Jack Evans.
Yeah, it's got control of that arm, the left arm with a 2-on-1. Yeah, nice handstand by Evans into a front headlock himself. Watch out, heads up! Oh, he was going for a Northern Lights, but let him go.
Jack Evans, once again, turning the tables on Trent, but Trent lights him up with a chop. Look at Trent completely nonplussed. But I was talking about that tag team battle royal. The winner of that battle royal tomorrow night in Atlanta, Georgia, will go on to AEW Revolution on February 29th. Available on pay-per-view, BR Live, and Fight TV to compete for the AEW World Tag Team Championship titles.
Massive for sure. Oh, got caught. Look at this.
There's that Northern Lights you're looking for. 1, 2 count as Evans able to get his shoulder free.
Well done on the bridge right there by Trent. Getting himself on his toes there, getting his hips to the sky, belly button to the ceiling is the way you want to do that.
And now Chuck Taylor tags in. Tag team precision from the Best Friends. A shake of the hand and a drop of the elbows. Evans, though, making the crawl to the corner.
I think he might have, yeah, he did. He tagged in Angelico.
Taylor, he was gazing deep in those baby blue eyes into the camera.
Yes, gazing's the key. Good strong shoulder block right there by Chuck Taylor. Watch Angelico, man, he's quick as heck. Whoa, nice switch right there into that arm drag by Chuck Taylor.
And I mentioned the Mexican pedigree of Angelico. That's where he did most of his primary wrestling training. But the man that trained Angelico, Skida, is also the man responsible for Chuck Taylor.
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? You can't hit Orange Cassidy. What is that about?
Angelico,
What a shot.
A right hand to the face of Orange Cassidy. And now the best friends looking for revenge. And Jack Evans,
Watch Evans.
coming off the top, crashing down on the best friends on the outside, and continues to put the boots to Cassidy.
Wow, and our live crowd here in Austin, not happy at all. Don't touch Orange Cassidy. Jack Evans, though, man, really amped it up, as did Angelico.
Take another look at Evans coming off the top from the heavens. It's not just something that rhymes. It's Jack Evans' primary mode of attack. And now Evans tagging in. Springboard off the top. Oh, look at corkscrew kick.
Yeah, instep right into the face of Chuck Taylor. Watch.
And now TH2 taking advantage of that 10 count. Oh, look at that, Evans off the back. As now Angelico sits out. Gory special into a splash. The best friends stacked up like cordwood. And Evans with a moonsault press on both of them.
I mean, Angelico, Jack Evans, they take innovation to a whole new level in professional wrestling here in AEW.
They marry those two styles so well, Taz.
Well, hybrid 2 for a reason. I mean, they just bring athleticism. They bring that lucha style. They just bring just reckless. They don't care. I mean, they don't care about their own body to get an advantage on their opponent. That's one of the keys to success as a wrestler.
And Evans Angelico laying in those left-handed jabs. You see half of Angelico's attire with that fluorescent skeleton. That is an homage to a shout out to the recently departed La Parca from AAA, a man that Evans and Angelico knew very well from their time spent in Mexico. Evans covers 1, 2 count. You can actually see half of Evans' attire also like that.
You could tell, yeah, the skeleton bones-esque. But right now, Trent definitely needs to try to get to that corner. But you can see right now, Jack Evans, cutting the ring in half.
And Chuck Taylor only now getting back up to the corner after eating that dive on the outside. And now look at this, Evans flipping over, and the PK to the face by Angelico.
Yeah, referee had his back turned, did not see that.
Cover 1, 2. Trent able to kick out. But Taz, a kick like that across the nose makes your eyes start tearing up.
It does.
Not only affects your vision, but your breathing as well.
Correct. Well, because it hurts a lot, obviously, and to your point, you do get a little dizzy, which makes your adrenaline flow, which can blow you up as we call. Get you tired, get your heart rate going.
Angelico went up for the power bomb.
Trent!
Spikes Angelico on the crown of his head.
Yeah, beautiful. That swinging DDT right there. Great job. Great opportunity now. If Trent can get over and tag Chuck Taylor into this match, Trent's got to try to get to that corner.
And he does make the tag out to Chuck Taylor. Evans tagged in as well, but he walked right into a lariat. A second one from Taylor. And a third ducked by Evans. And a big boot taking Jack Evans off his feet.
Turned Jack Evans inside out right there. Now Angelico trying to shut down Chuck Taylor.
Looking to cut off the momentum. Taylor does a good job escaping. Pops Angelico up, pancakes him down, and now pop up.
Look at this.
Power bomb. Sexy Chucky T, the one-man wrecking crew.
You're not kidding. Chuck Taylor in control.
Spinning Liger bomb, 1, 2. No, Evans kicks out.
How close was that? 2 3/4.
Yeah, Chuck knew he nearly had him. He needs to keep the pressure up on Evans.
Excellent job by Evans. Had the intestinal fortitude, like the man or not, to kick out of that.
Yeah, he is so resilient. And he also has that Gumby-like ability to absorb punishment, but that cutter combination, 1, 2. That would have been it had Angelico not intervened.
He had to. Angelico had to, like it or not, right? He had to save his partner there, otherwise they were going to lose the match.
And Trent looking for the swinging DDT once
Not
again.
This time, didn't work.
Oh, wow. Bicycle knee strike, dropping Trent where he stands.
Again, you talked about that 10 count. This is all good. Oh, wow.
Assisted 450 splash, 1, 2. But Chuck Taylor there in time to break it up. And yeah, these teams making full use of that 10 count. Little generous counting by referee Mike Posey. But there are big ranking implications in this matchup. As Jack Evans headed up to the top, Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, he's ticked off for getting popped in the face. He just did. Gonna be a big one.
Evans doesn't know what to make of this. Oh, and Angelica missed. He missed the pump kick, and he swept out his own partner's legs.
And Orange Cassidy gave that quasi thumbs up.
Orange Cassidy forcing TH2. Oh, look at this. You got to give the people what they want. Cassidy forcing TH2.
They've singled out Jack Evans here.
And now they have Evans up on the shoulders.
Singled him out.
Strong 0. 1, 2, 3. That is it. The best friends victorious.
The winners of this match. Best Friends.
Taz Best Friends with some big wind in their sails. Some considerable momentum heading into Dynamite tomorrow night for that tag team battle royal.
Absolutely a very credible victory over a very credible hybrid 2. That was a hell of a victory right there. The Best Friends. And look at that, just right on the back of his head area and spine goes Evans.
That strong 0, 100% effective right here in AEW. No one has been able to kick out of it when the Best Friends hit it. And now with their main man. Well, okay.
Well, it's like a, yeah, awkward hands up, maybe next time. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in, Trent. There you go.
Once again, the Best Friends alongside Orange Cassidy victorious here tonight on AEW Dark. Let's send it back to the main man, Control Center Smith himself, Tony Schiavone.
All right, great tag team action here on AEW Dark, and more tag team action still to come. The Young Bucks will be in action. But right now, let's take a look at where you're going to be seeing AEW Dynamite coming to your area. Tomorrow night, AEW makes its debut in Atlanta. Tomorrow night, we'll be at the State Farm Arena. Catch AEW Dynamite live at the Kansas City area in Independence, Missouri, next Wednesday, February 26th, at the Silverstein Eye Centers Arena. Tickets now on sale for AEW Dynamite in Denver. We'll be at the First Bank Center in Broomfield, Colorado on Wednesday, March 4th. The following week, Dynamite debuts in Salt Lake City, Utah at the Maverick Center. That's on Wednesday, March 11th. AEW makes its debut at the Empire State of New York at the Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York, Wednesday, March 18th. The New York Metropolitan Tri-State Area's debut of AEW Dynamite will take place in Newark at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, Wednesday, March 25th. We are coming to Milwaukee to the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena Wednesday, April 1st. St. Louis, get ready for AEW Dynamite the following week, live Wednesday, April 8th at the Shavitz Arena. AEW Dynamite returns to Boston Wednesday, April 15th at the Agganis Arena. That is AEW Dynamite returning to Boston. And we're returning to Philadelphia at the Licoris Center for AEW Dynamite. That is Wednesday, April 22nd. Las Vegas, get ready for Double or Nothing Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, May 23rd at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And just announced the party continues 4 days later. That's right, AEW Dynamite will also be held at the MGM Grand the following Wednesday, May 27th. Don't forget our next AEW pay-per-view event, AEW Revolution, Saturday, February 29th at the Wintrust Arena in downtown Chicago. Let's go back to the ring where we have Excalibur and Taz standing by. Big Swole going up against Christy James, making her AEW debut.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Christi James.
Well, Christy James, as you can see there on the Chiron, making her AEW debut, the Brazilian Brutal. As she is known, she has trained extensively in Mexico City, including with two of AEW Tag Team Division's own, Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr.
Yeah, absolutely. This young lady, I'm excited to watch her compete. I'll tell you what, she's got great footwork already just watching the dance.
And her opponent, from Clearwater, Florida, Big Swole.
Love that.
Taz, you learned all the lyrics to her song.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, right. Big fan of this young lady, man. Her energy, man. her fire. She just comes out ready to go. She just feels it. She just grabs it from the live audience. Exciting to watch. Hell of an athlete.
Yeah, and big things definitely in store for Swole in the AEW Women's Division. Big things, that is, if she can get past CHRISTI Jaynes.
About CHRISTI Jaynes, as you mentioned about her touring, her training and wrestling all over the world, from Mexico to Japan, here in the United States. I mean, you can see her poise in this young lady here. CHRISTI Jaynes, she is not impressed at all by Big Swole. And again, poise is the word that jumps out when you look at her facial expressions.
Yeah, very focused, very good poise, or very good poker face. You know, when you're on a big stage like this here.
What about, that's not a poker face though. She's kind of chilling, right? Lazy Boy City right there.
Straight chilling, I believe is the technical term.
Well, you're a West Coast guy. I guess that's how that would go.
And CHRISTI Jaynes, Big Swole, about to get underway. Referee Paul Turner drawing the duties for this matchup. Swole showing off her power.
Yeah, good strong lock.
Oh, look at that Jaynes, though.
Absolutely, both ladies trying to jockey for position, and a lockup, a good old-fashioned lockup a lot of times is a good way to test what your opponent has. Underrated are lockups, in my opinion, in professional wrestling, and we just saw a tight one by both these ladies.
Yeah, it is technically known as a collar and elbow, because quite literally you would grab your opponent's collar and elbow in grappling.
Well, a lot of times you're taught to grab the bicep too. Some grab the back of the neck and the bicep, or the trap, the collar. Also, you know, there's different ways to do it, but the strength, as you know, that you could feel it in your opponent on a lockup or a collar and elbow tie-up.
Because it's not only testing your upper body, but also your lower body, your ability to push the pile, as it were. Oh, look at that side headlock takeover there by Swole, and Jaynes, good heads-up maneuver, getting her shoulders off the canvas.
And she hooked that leg, got a quick near fall on Big Swole, did CHRISTI Jaynes. Tight headlock, as you said, and look at that. Good job by CHRISTI breaking her opponent by a crooked knee, and then floats over, gets her own headlock.
Takes the side headlock. I believe if Jaynes had another collar and elbow tie-up, could really change the composure of this matchup.
The Big Swole, again, keeps bringing the fight. Okay, she's going to keep on with those elbows to the ribs, and again, you could just tell this.
Oh, Swole!
Swole brought it. Well, she's a former track and field athlete. She got that first step explosion. Look at how quick she is.
And now, look at that. CHRISTI Jaynes went for the hip toss, but Swole finds it. Swole able to block it and take CHRISTI Jaynes up and over the top. Swole maybe underestimating her opponent, giving her an opportunity to recover, Taz.
Could be. I mean, I think that Swole wants to get CHRISTI Jaynes in the middle of the ring here, potentially for a test of strength. Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that too, but she's got a game plan to Swole, so let's see.
Yeah, Swole does pride herself on being perhaps the strongest member of the AEW Women's Division, and she is showing it off right now. Now, Irish whip into the corner. Jaynes staggered out and eats a lariat.
Yeah, big, strong lariat. Running with that, again, that explosion, that foot speed by Swole helps bring that heavy-duty, strong clothesline.
And now Swole charging into the corner. Jaynes escapes, but walks right into a back elbow.
Oh, smart of Jaynes to roll out of the corner, which was, look at that.
Oh, look at that step up into the Enziguri.
Well, shades of a Ray Phoenix right there, who helped train her, as you mentioned earlier.
Jaynes can't afford to allow Swole an opportunity to recover. And she identified that by bringing Swole back up to the apron.
That was impressive, man. That's hard to do. That had that kind of balance on those ropes, the way she ran those ropes, CHRISTI Jaynes, very impressive.
Yeah, only a handful of people in the world have that type of balance and agility. And you're exactly right. Ray Phoenix is one of them. CHRISTI Jaynes also, and the kick to the back.
She's cocky as heck, this young lady from Brazil. I'm impressed with it, though. I like that. Getting in the head of her opponent, playing games with a little bit. I mean,
look at that with a handful of the hair.
Snapmare with the hair.
Turner admonishing CHRISTI Jaynes about the hair pull. She apologized, though. I think it was a little half-hearted, Taz.
Yeah, she's definitely got an arrogance about her, and definitely a cockiness does CHRISTI Jaynes have.
But Swole, with a lot of power in those legs, ran right into that knee lift to the midsection.
Yeah, that definitely stopped Swole of a track. But then, again, like I said, Swole keeps fighting, always swinging and putting that open hand slap.
Oh, and the headbutt to the gut. Yeah. Midsection, the uppercut knocks Jaynes back, and the headbutt to the jaw.
Ooh.
She charges
Whoa.
in. Bandera sends Big Swole up and over the top. A wild right hand thrown by Jaynes, and the right roundhouse from Swole.
Christi Jaynes is, oh man, she's down and out now.
And Big Swole in the driver's seat in this matchup.
Listen to these people here in Austin, Texas. They're loving Swole.
Jaynes desperately fighting her way.
Oh, yeah, what a shot.
And now the ripcord.
Ripcord Jones.
Dirty dancing from Big Swole. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Big Swole.
Swole. After that dirty dancing, Taz, an intangible move. She noticed how close Christi Jaynes' hand was to the bottom rope. You saw her change the position, even though she hit that knockout blow. Those fundamentals speak so well to Big Swole's future here in AEW.
I completely agree with you. Well said, my friend Excalibur, but let's not take nothing away from this young lady, Christi Jaynes. She was in for the fight of her life, as the cliche goes. She did a hell of a job out there, but Big Swole was too much for her. But great matchup. I enjoyed it by both ladies.
I think another collar and elbow tie-up could have turned the tables on Swole.
You never know.
But remains to be seen, but Big Swole.
I got one word for you, brother. Swole. Swole.
Can't say it any better than that. Let's send it back to our friend, Tony Schiavone.
Speaking of Big Swole.
ShopAEW.com is the exclusive home for all your favorite All Elite Wrestling official apparel and gear. Log on today and check out all these amazing new items. Through February 29th, AEW is donating 20% of proceeds from the I Love AEW t-shirt to the American Heart Association's Atlanta Go Red for Women campaign in honor of American Heart Month. Shop AEW.com, log on today, and wear what the stars of AEW wear. All right, guys, we are just moments away now from the main event. The Young Bucks will be in tag team action going up against the librarian Peter Avalon and his partner QT Marshall. Let's send it back to the ring.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from the Big Apple, weighing 234 pounds, QT Marshall.
Taz, as somebody that spent his entire life in the Big Apple,
Yes.
you ever seen QT Marshall around the Five Boroughs?
No. But I've seen a lot of people eat apples in the Five Boroughs.
So I guess that's something.
And we also, the Five Boroughs are very big, as it's been, it's huge. So, QT, oh wait, let me, my bad. Lay out. It's announcer talk for shh.
Yeah. Oh, I got it, Taz.
I
Don't worry.
did.
Not my first rodeo.
Pardon me, I said shh.
Is this rope too big for him?
It's his dad's robe.
Quiet.
His dad, of course, Peter Avalon Sr., didn't have to change the letters on the back.
Right. Just take the SR off. Never seen a librarian wear a glittered robe.
Oh, that's the uniform in Carson City, Nevada.
Oh, all right.
Austin, Texas.
That's why their library loses so much money.
People
Hey.
don't return books.
Listen, here's the deal. I think we've seen this too many times. We understand that if we don't let you speak, then this match is never going to happen. So if you guys would please do us all a favor and just let him say what he has to say, so this way this match can happen.
Oh, QT not endearing himself. Faithful here in Austin.
Well, QT is correct. Let's be
It's true. No, I mean, he's not wrong.
He's
but
right.
Thank you. Thank you.
And their opponents, Reverential Cucamonga, California. At a combined weight of 390 pounds, Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks with something of a warm-up here tonight, because tomorrow night on AEW Dynamite, Atlanta, Georgia, the Young Bucks will take part in that tag team battle royal, where the winner will earn a shot at the AEW World Tag Team Championship at Revolution on February 29th, and the teams with the titles will either be Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega, the current champions, or the Lucha Bros, who will meet Hangman and Omega tomorrow night in a World Tag Team title matchup.
Yeah, massive battle royal coming for sure to Dynamite. But it's all about massive, the ovation for the Young Bucks right here in the great state of Texas. Good gosh, massive pop.
And you know, we had our fun with QT Marshall and Peter Avalon.
I guess, yeah.
But you know, the thing is, the Young Bucks can't afford to look past them. That's almost like a cliche in professional wrestling, but it's true, because Avalon and Marshall still looking for their first victories in AEW. And what a first victory that would be over a team like Matt and Nick Jackson.
Hey, listen, anything could happen during a match. You know that, Excalibur. The four men in the ring know that, especially the Young Bucks. So you never, ever, ever can overlook somebody, look past an opponent or two in this case. So, yeah, you got to look at obviously the favorites in the match, the Young Bucks, and the chemistry and the years of experience, and the blood brothers and everything, sure. But you never know what could happen during a match.
That's right, they are the #2 ranked tag team here in AEW. Though things can change quickly tomorrow night on Dynamite. QT Marshall getting reversed by Nick Jackson there. Side headlock. Marshall goes for the trip. Nick goes effortlessly over the top. Leapfrog by QT Marshall.
Watch out here.
Leapfrog there by Nick Jackson. Marshall threads the needle, goes through the legs of Nick. Nick springs, or, yep, reverses, and Marshall comes off the middle rope, arm drag. Now, QT Marshall.
Ah, look at QT.
What the hell did we just see?
Wait a minute. Even Nick Jackson's a little perplexed.
Boo! Boo! That's not wrestling. That is not wrestling. What is this flippy dippy? Flippy dippy doo. I don't think so. Come here. Come here. Come. Get out.
Peter Avalon tagging
Get
himself
out.
in.
Come here, get out.
I'm going to show you wrestling. Don't you run a wrestling school? I'm going to show you what wrestling's about. Real punching, real kicking. I'll show you. I'll show you.
You show him, Peter.
Oh, drop toe hold. Leg drop combination by the Young Bucks.
Well,
Hey, Nick, what do you say we do a badass tag team move?
Do you fans want to see a double hip toss?
Yeah, I love it.
That's one of our greatest hits. Let's do it.
Waller's got the mic. Well, he had the mic. There you go.
Double hip toss. Double back handspring. Double drop kick. The
Tremendous.
Young Bucks.
Young Bucks!
Well, Matt Jackson. Oh, look at this. The tiaras on QT Marshall.
QT got lit up, man.
That one!
Well, I was about to go into the technical background of Peter Avalon. He is a tag team specialist in Southern California.
Just in Southern California. Just there.
Oh, look at that, QT Marshall getting taken off the... Oh, taken off the apron and now taken down to the ground.
Oh, my God. Peter's in trouble.
Oh, God. Flipping neck breaker there by Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks so quick. They attack so fast. And their cohesiveness is just something epic. I mean, look, they're having a good time out here, and that's what makes them. They're so smooth, man, and just so fluid. And they're having a good time tonight.
Whoa. And he telegraphed it, did Matt Jackson. Avalon heard it. He knew he was in for a super kick party.
Yeah, we heard about the double hip toss, and he took that.
That's true. Good point. QT Marshall now tags in. And Marshall, unfortunately, has been the butt of some jokes. You have to remember, he was the man that MJF picked to be Cody's partner
Wow, look at Peter Avalon. Just, man, that was,
and Marshall.
Now he tagged himself in again, Peter Avalon.
Avalon, look at that! Springing off the middle rope, taking Nick Jackson down to the floor. But Marshall is a hugely accomplished professional wrestler, and I think Peter Avalon may be taking that for granted.
It's almost as if Peter Avalon does not want QT Marshall to outshine him in any way, shape, or form, but let's be honest, I mean, Avalon was getting his ass kicked for the chunk of the match by the Bucks.
The Bucks did get a little too cocky, and it seemed to backfire on them. Look at that beautiful leg lariat by Avalon. Cover.
Well,
terrible cover.
In defense to the Bucks, though, I mean, Avalon, while he was not legal, came into the ring and attacked, I think it was Matt Jackson from behind.
And look at this, Avalon grabbing referee Rick Knox.
Leva Bates, she's reading books.
Oh, I believe that's a copy of The Wrestlers.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that was kickstarted. It was a
okay.
Great photo book by Brainbuster.
All right.
Good follow on Instagram too. Oh, look at that, Leva.
Wow, he was just going after the knee. She's hitting him with the book. Man, this librarian's just pissed.
And now the point of the elbow of Peter Avalon driven into the back of the head of Matt Jackson. And now QT Marshall. Oof, eating a right hand too. 3 consecutive shots to the face, but cuts him off with a boot to the midsection. Marshall, big rib buster there. 1, 2. Nope, 2 count only from referee Rick Knox.
Yeah, strong right there by QT Marshall. Definitely has a bit of a size advantage on Matt Jackson, and Matt needs to try to get to his brother, get to that corner. Difficult right now. Because QT Marshall has him in the corner, but look at Matt fighting out of it.
Valiant effort. Oh, the cross chop knocking Avalon down to the canvas. Now Matt up to the middle rope. Oh, rock kick takes Marshall off his feet.
It's not often you see someone able to drop kick out of their opponent's corner, but Matt Jackson did that. That was impressive.
Yeah, he stunned Avalon with that cross chop. And Nick went down. He hit the steel steps.
Yeah, Nick landed really bad there. Watch out, backdrop.
But nobody home there for Matt to make the tag.
Yeah, because his brother got popped.
Avalon charging in.
Young Bucks are in trouble here, dude.
Oh, look at this, Avalon. Trying to look for a combination. Matt,
wow.
Just deadlifting Avalon over the top.
Beautiful Northern Lights, and we've seen Matt Jackson do this before. This trio of Northern Lights that I'm very jealous of, because I never thought of doing it.
And now, going for a 4th, perhaps a 5th.
Quad, and then whatever's after quad, not trio, and
look, Quintella. Sextella. The Septella. And Matt Jackson.
Oh, look at this.
The Octella. 8 straight Northern Lights suplexes. But most importantly, Matt Jackson bought his brother Nick time to recover.
Yes, he did. Matt Jackson, a young bucking suplex machine. I'll probably never say that again. But that was damn impressive, man. Here we go.
And now Nick Jackson tags in, ducks under the clothesline attempt from Avalon. A 2nd duck, a 3rd, a 4th. Oh, the Superman elbow strike.
Oh, man, good luck. Here comes Nick Jackson.
Screw high kick has Peter Avalon rattled.
Here we go.
And Nick charges in. Rising knee strike.
Oh, my God.
Roundhouse elbow combination. Nobody home. And now QT Marshall on the receiving end of the knee strike. The roundhouse, the elbow strike. And now,
double bulldog.
Nick Jackson, a house on fire.
You are not playing games, buddy. That was something, boy. Man.
And Avalon very unsteady on his feet. Charges in, but gets a shoulder to the midsection for his troubles. Ooh, face buster.
Look at this.
Moonsault combination. Nick Jackson, the one-man wrecking crew. Now goes over the top.
Sunset flip, maybe not.
Nope, steps through. Into the Scorpion Deathlock, the sharpshooter, whatever you want to call it. He has Avalon in the dead center of the ring.
Got it locked in. Avalon in a plethora of pain. This hold hurts like hell. I'm telling you from experience. Tough to move while you're in it, but good job by Avalon. able to get to that rope.
Leva Bates there actually pushing the bottom rope forward to buy her fellow librarian just a little bit of relief. And now Peter Avalon reverses the Irish whip to the corner. Nick goes up and over the top. And
Misdirection. Spear right there by Matt Jackson.
the blindside spear by Matt.
I think that's illegal in the NFL, by the way.
It is, yeah. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah. But now, little bit of risky business from the Young Bucks.
The QT, though. QT Marshall's in the ring here.
Oh! Nick spotted it, and Marshall delivering an elbow to the sternum of his own partner. Dropkick sent Marshall to the outside. Nick floats up and over the top. Oh!
That pump went 30 yards.
Teeing off on the jaw of QT Marshall. And now Peter Avalon is set up.
Oh, he got out, he got out. Oh, look at this.
Avalon.
Whoa,
rolls him
upset,
up. One,
upset.
two.
He's got him. Oh. Could you imagine?
So close. A victory here.
Avalon's,
he's calling for the book, but
these two guys are just nowhere near on the same page. No pun intended with the book gimmick.
Oh, that was totally intended. Oh, Marshall just...
That was intended.
Starched his own partner.
And now he stole his apple.
And think about this. Marshall and Avalon.
What are you doing, dude? You got the... You got the Young Bucks. He had an opportunity to win the match.
Win the match and perhaps buy themselves a slot in the Tag Team Battle Royal tomorrow night on Dynamite.
Instead, he got slaughtered with Super Kick Party for sure.
And now the end is near for Peter Avalon. He's up, and a Meltzer driver spikes him.
What is it this match? The Young Bucks.
Well, the Young Bucks firing on all cylinders here tonight on AEW Dark and going in to AEW Dynamite tomorrow night. Full speed ahead.
Yeah, full speed ahead with nothing but momentum in the corner of the Young Bucks going into Dynamite. That's going to be something for sure. Excellent victory for the Brothers Bucks.
Matt and Nick Jackson victorious tonight. They hope to duplicate the task tomorrow night on Dynamite.
All right, that's another week of AEW Dark. Don't forget to join us wherever we are across the country, including tomorrow night when we are at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, and that's where we'll be bringing you AEW Dark. We're Excalibur and the one and only Taz. I'm Tony Schiavone. See you next time on AEW Dark.